Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to our channel. As you can see, so as you can see, we're in the car. We're heading back home. We just went to London just to visit family and friends. So while I was in London, we went to the hospital to visit someone. What's the hospital called, Jordan?
Not Middlesex University Hospital.
Not Middlesex University Hospital. That's where we went. So I went to that hospital twice. I did not get in. Yeah, I did not get in. So the second time when I went, they said they are not letting anyone until 2 o'clock. Yeah, but the moral of this video is why black people cannot handle power. Robs, why black people can't handle power?
Yeah, because we don't have the patience, we don't have the calmness and the brain capability to deal with situations. We naturally don't have it. You know, we don't have the brain capability. Once we have authority, we overuse it, we abuse it. And remember, if you try to use that capability to moderate, you might get disrespected by your fellow black. So in order for you to be able to carry out your duty, you have to show the kind of authority. So it is not one way thing with us black people. It is not one way. Everybody that has authority as a black person, we like to use it to the maximum so that he or she could be able to reinforce or actually carry out his authority. Because a fellow black is not going to pay no mind to the person having the authority. That is why. Left for us, black people, we don't even follow orders. We don't follow rules. That is it.
Okay, so guys, the reason why I'm asking about this, yeah? So my experience at the hospital, so when we went there 2 o'clock, we went there like 1:30, they said, oh, visiting time is 2 o'clock. So while we were there waiting on the time, wait patiently till 2 o'clock. So when we went to the door, there's a little lady there. What's her name, Jada? Christina, yeah? Her name sounds young, but she's not.
From Jamaica.
No, she's not from Jamaica. She's from Nigeria.
Oh.
And Christina is about 70 years old, so she's the one that's like a security.
Where is she from?
To let people in and out.
Oh.
She's not.
I'm Nigerian.
I said the lady is from Nigeria.
Ah.
Yeah, so she's the one that let people in when the time is up. So while we were going inside, they said, "Oh, kids are not allowed." Yeah. If the child is for the person that's inside the hospital, then they're allowed to go inside. But the way how she was talking and the attitude that she was giving to everybody, for a lady her age, it was so rude, so disrespectful. Till the person that I went to visit after, be telling her, "You don't talk to somebody like that. That's not how you deal with people." She was like, "Oh, I was not saying anything," till people start like other staff start see what's going on, and then the other lady came out and I asked what happened. So we explained to her, and the little lady, yeah, elderly woman, we should be retiring now and looking after our grandkids or our great grandkids, because I don't understand why this elderly lady is still working, Robs.
I used to see some workers like that, still very old and still there.
I mean, she really old, yeah? And she did it, and she well and panic get, and she give everybody attitude, So one staff come out and then she explained better to us, yeah? And said it's their rules, they can't, whatever. Which in Greater Manchester is not like that. If I go visit somebody, I can bring my kids inside and we can sit there for time. That hospital is so strict, yeah? So strict. So it's like this lady that came out is a little Igbo lady.
Oh yeah.
I saw her and I said, where are you from? And she said, oh, she's from Nigeria. I said, where in Nigeria? She said, she's Igbo. So I was saying to her, oh, my partner is from Igbo as well. And she's like, you see, it's a small world, you know? She was nice. That lady was nice. But apparently she explained better, said that was the rules, yeah? And they're not allowed to let a child in. Igbo Kweng. Kweng. Hey, Kweng. So, to that lady at the hospital, that nice little Igbo lady, I said to you, Igbo Kweng. Uncle Kweng, yeah? Yeah, that lady was nice. And she was like, oh, it's a small world. You see? So I said, oh yeah, I'm your sister now. And she said, no, you're not my sister, you're our co-wife. So I said, you see, now we're family, so I needed to look after this person for me that's inside the hospital, yeah? Yeah. So I was saying to that lady, oh, I said, the way all this little old lady is so rude and so disrespectful, yeah? You see, it's just because I meet one of my subscribers. Because I meet one of my subscribers in that hospital. Yeah? Just because I meet one of my Jamaican subscribers in the hospital, that's why I was so calm and so nice. Yeah? You understand, Robs? That's why I didn't explode. Because the way the lady talked to me, you know, she not talk to me, you know, Robert. Honestly, she not talk. Even my mom walk away. Yeah? So because of my subscriber, I didn't want to. I said to your people, the Igbo lady, like, I mean, like, I'm from Jamaica. We are from Jamaica, and we don't want to explore on this lady. You know, we don't want to explore on her because at the end of the day, she can be your grandmother. You know, she's old enough to be my grandmother, and to have great grandkids. So. Black people, we need to angle power more better and explain in a calmer manner than, you know, so high with the high range, high tone voice and a shout from people like you want to bully people or stuff like that. It's not good. You get me?
Yeah. Let me
so
tell
that's
you.
why I'm asking this now.
Let me tell you what is involved. Huh? You see, just like as I said before, we black people, we have a lot of works to do on ourselves. We are not used to being organized. We don't obey laws, we don't obey rules, and we don't follow rules. And whenever there is rules, we enforce it too much to force people to obey it. And people will try every means not to obey it. And that is how most of us have been groomed to be. So, this country, United Kingdom, most black people from Nigeria comes directly from Nigeria straight to here. And once they come here, they come with that culture, that mentality.
Yes, because the way she talk, you can see the strong Nigerian culture, attitude, demand, and stuff like that in her.
They come here straight, right from that cultural or manner in Nigeria. They come straight here, and once they are here, because they could speak English, they get the job, and then where they live, the society they stay with, or the groups they mingle with are also Nigerians who has not yet had experience of Western style of life. They dwell among Nigerian community, among Nigerian societies. They go to work, they come back to Nigerian landlord, Nigerian community, Nigerian house, and they establish this kind of Nigerian community in England, and they carry on with that Nigerian African mentality of enforced authority given to you by force.
Yes, we are
because she is not expecting anyone to obey her unless she becomes so authoritative.
She go on like she in Nigeria, like she in a Nigeria hospital, you know, and the security. And since she behave.
Yeah. So
and she not care. She not care. But it's so funny, guys. I did not even know her name. But because of my 7-year-old boy, anywhere at all he goes, he always read and he knows things. So that's how I remember her name now. Yeah.
So you see, it is a very big problem. It is not something that could be solved easily. I don't even think it could ever be solved.
She just come out with a no good approach. Her approach is not good. So Christina at where hospital name again?
Not middlesex.
So Christina at not middlesex hospital. My subscriber right there. I'm sure she will show you this video. Yeah. Be careful how you deal with people, because sometimes you're dealing with people that you don't even know who you deal with. Yeah, and then you can be exposed. You understand? So whenever time you have visitors coming to visit their family in the hospital, you need to calm down, like talk to people more slowly and explain to people more better so they can understand. Because if you're gonna use that tone at people, as an elderly woman, people will get rude to you. You will get disrespect, especially if you don't try it with any Jamaican. Because today, me as a Jamaican, you try this with all my family that was standing there. Yeah. And my mom is very rude. I don't know, it's probably just the grace of God why she don't disrespect you real bad, yeah? And me too. It's because of my subscriber, that's why I didn't flip up on you neither. Because I expect that you're a big woman, you should know better, know how to talk to your grandchildren, because I'm your grandchild, isn't it, Robs? Yeah. I could be your granddaughter, or somebody for you, so don't do that. And you're in age, you cannot manage people insult. You get me? So Christina, you need to change your ways.
So you see,
Chidan, help him. Yeah.
pause the video, pause some starting news now. So you see, ironically, the problem with us is that the big people that we, the young ones, are supposed to be learning from back home, they are the ones that doesn't have what it takes. So you are telling Christina now that if she comes across this video, she should be calm. But she's not going to be calm. She's already like that. Until this age she is now, she cannot change tomorrow. Unless at her young age, she was shown a way to deal to the public calmly, explicit explanation, and public figures attention, which she was not shown.
The reason why I'm saying this, Robs, she could have approached somebody different, You understand? If you're an elderly lady, it's gonna look bad for you to disrespect somebody like that. You get me?
It is not gonna look bad only because she's an elderly lady. It's gonna look bad, and it's already looking bad on all of us, Nigerian and African as a whole, because she's there now. When it's her shift, she is the face of that ward or that department, that maternity department or wherever. She is the representative of that place, and in whichever way she treats people is the hospital's name that she's scrolling on the floor. And then this is England, where ethnic, there is varieties of ethnic. Once you speak, people know where you're coming from. It brings disrespect to us as black people. It brings disrespect to women, to old people, to Nigerians, and to Africans.
She not approach, to be honest, she not approach nobody will come there properly. Nobody at all will come there. I don't know if her voice or such a sound or whatever, but she not approach nobody properly.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna blame the system that employed her, because sometimes the system just wants people to clean up their mess, or people to, but I'm almost 100% sure that during her application or her training, she must have filled a form to say that she's qualified to be in the public place, to attend to public, public. And
she don't know how to.
Yes, I'm sure that she must have ticked some box or filled a form, or in one way or another convinced the interviewers that she's going to be nice to people. Because
you know what I think when I saw her behaving like that, I'm wondering if her manager or supervisor know that she's like this, why they put her at the gate.
Yeah, sometimes they know. Sometimes
Me
they
have to wonder.
Yeah, sometimes yes. Sometimes they put someone like that.
Okay, give it to him.
Sometimes they put someone like that. Just like a farmer would put a barking dog in front of
His farm.
his farm to scare other predators away. When it is bad on us who look like her, who she represent, bad on the hospital too, bad on the department
And to
too.
be honest, Robert, I made it feel really bad. You know the reason why I feel bad? Because me think, Nigerian, my husband, people. You know, they wonder, so me feel bad in myself when me hear she be here, so not explain. She not give you no time. She need to even not give you a little time to explain or if you understand what she say.
Yeah.
Jordan, am I lying, my 7-year-old? Am I lying?
About what?
About Christina.
Absolutely not.
What do you think about Christina?
I'm a daddy.
Huh?
What?
Anyways, guys, it's just a small video, so please like, share, subscribe, and comment down below why you think black people is like this when they get a little position, you know, world position.
Today, it has become a Nigerian lady's story. Tomorrow, it might be a Jamaican lady. It doesn't really matter where, but
It don't have to be a Nigerian or Jamaican. Today can just be the all race pertaining to black story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I have seen so many.
Trust me, a Jamaican don't really stay at the door. And my people then we can take it for them. If it was a Jamaican lady there at the front, you see one thing we find out with Nigerian, they will risk their life, you know, just to protect other people property. You know, you're gonna ask the leaders and you know visit thief are coming and stuff like that, and some things when they know enough approach, they still are approaching. Sometimes you go up on a bus, they might drive a bus, you don't have any money, people genuinely not have the money and they might kick you off a bus, and which is not supposed to be so, because when trainers say don't kick people off of the bus. You understand? Make they write up something and give them and then they will pay later.
Yeah.
You understand? So most time Nigerian they too controlling, they too much. When they come to work, they too hold on things too much. Like I think of their father who own it, or their brother who own it, or their sister who own it. If it was a Jamaican and we tell them that we're coming from far, I've been there twice, I didn't get to go in. Then I give me a little bit, them say go on in, but not stay too long. You get me?
Even if they don't tell you to go on in, they will explain to you calmly and they tell you, look, this is the policy of this hospital, you know, and we are not allowed to allow anyone in by now. If not, we will be in trouble.
Exactly.
They could even lie a little bit and tell you there is cameras watching us, and if we allow you go in.
No, so for example, check this out. Remember when we went to the detention center yesterday? You remember?
Yeah.
Remember that I didn't bring any proof of address?
Yeah.
Did you see that they still let me in?
Yeah.
Did you see that? I guarantee you if it was a Nigerian, they would have let me in.
No. If it was a Nigerian, he or she will not let you in.
Exactly.
Because the Africans, they want to follow order, just like the example I gave.
Give him that. Please like, share, comment,
Subscribe.
and subscribe. Yeah.
Comment.
So guys, you can like, share, comment down below your thoughts on why us as black people behave so when we're in certain position or certain jobs. I don't know if anyone visit that hospital and approach that lady. If you have that experience as well, comment down below.
Describe how the lady is so that
She's short.
they won't know her.
She's a little short lady and she put on loads of makeup on her face. You know, she's trying to look young. Yeah. She have on a wig, funny looking wig like mine. The reason why I said funny looking wig like mine because people always accustomed to my ear, but my hair them expensive. Yeah. But she be coming like fuzzy up on my head, so I just drag them on anyhow. You have anything you want to say?
Oh yeah. But No, all the things I wanted to say, I've said before. In the black world, we dominate each other, we intimidate each other, and we think that is just part of life. We think that is how it's supposed to be. That's why even if we come out of our dominion, of our domain, we always think, we don't even know that there is any other better approach to life than the ones we have grown up from. We don't know. And when someone has passed some certain stage, it is impossible for that person to learn a new thing.
To be honest, no, Robert, I am nicest Nigerian I ever book upon from Medina, England.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm not gonna tell a lie. Robert is the nicest. I remember one time when he was driving the bus, the way how I see him deal with the people, his passengers, I was like, boy, this job is not for you because you're too nice. He's the nicest Nigerian I've ever seen. Living
If
in
any
this
passenger
England.
comes in, if the passenger pays, okay. If he doesn't pay, okay. I'm still gonna get my salary
Exactly.
at the end of the day.
Oh yeah,
And
the worst any Nigerian I've ever seen.
And the bus company is still gonna get their money. So it depends on the government to deal with passenger that doesn't pay. They have designated people, force, who are supposed to be checking all the passengers. So
Exactly.
if I stop at the next stop and the checkers come in and catches whoever did not pay, it's not my duty to make sure they pay. It's my duty to make sure they are safe from point A to B.
True.
That is it. But any other black person will always feel authorized,
Yeah.
entitled
I'm get well
to
if
be
about the
driving
experience on the bus.
to be driving that bus at that moment. So if you don't pay, you don't come in or you get out.
Yeah,
You know?
true.
So we absolutely need a lot to do. We as a black people entirely. Because I've seen a Jamaican man that set his car on fire because the authorities came to demand for either the road tax or something. He set that car, he poured some fuel on it and set it on fire, which is unnecessary.
You still like a paying tax now?
It is very, very, very unnecessary.
But one thing though, me I talk about the person where me have problem with me, you know, stop mentioning Jamaican. I feel bad, you know. You know, I feel so bad, so I try, you know. Jog with them in it like a bit.
No. You see,
Me I tell you the truth, all my life in England, I never gonna know where Jamaican I work and they ever disrespect me or give me attitude. Never. The only thing you can get attitude from a Jamaican when you're going to a fast food shop. Because they're not, as you said, they don't have patience like you order this and then they say, yeah, you know they want it. But other than that, no sir. No sir. You know, one time I go to Jamaica and I see the security and I say, so if somebody are coming here to do this now, where you go there? I turn up and say, no, I'm gone. I find out I put your life at risk.
Yeah, you know why I use that Jamaican guy that set this thing on fire is because if the Jamaicans want to act, they will act over the edge.
Yes,
also.
exactly.
You see, that is why you are telling this Christina to be
Very careful. Yes.
Because you guys did not show your colors as
Yes,
Jamaican.
we did not, and the reason why too, the reason being is because we come from a country, we can control our temper more.
Yeah.
But it could be if it was a Kingstonian woman, yeah, I swear, Robert, that me holding this one in my hand. They would have do that Christina woman bad, yeah. They would tell her so she should do this her work. She should have the woman look for her grandpenny them. Why she still does her work and a whole and pan. And if it was a white English, one of them crazy one they were really want to go in go see them somebody, they probably would have just pushed her aside. You get me?
Yeah.
They can't control the rain.
But one other thing.
You don't care about the trouble them are getting there, you know?
One other thing, she might have been like that towards you guys because she have seen that you guys are black like her, and maybe
Yes.
she's expecting you guys to be a tough task to talk to. You see, maybe she will think that if it is a white-skinned person, the white-skinned person will be easier to understand her. But since it's black to black, maybe these people won't understand or they will underrate her. because she's old and look frail, so she have to be tough.
Alright.
You remember?
If you got to talk about Jamaica now, you remember yesterday when we got the detention center again? Didn't you notice there was a Jamaican lady was there?
Yeah.
Don't you see how nice she was?
Yeah.
No, don't tell no lie. Talk up. She was so nice. Yeah?
There was nothing provocative,
No, I'm telling you, most time those places, yeah, the people they don't really talk to you. They just like, get on with their job. They're not open their mouth. They're too serious. You get me?
Yeah.
I know those type of people.
Yeah.
But you see how she approach. If I did want Nigerian, you know I get them the kind of friendly feeling there. I tell you that.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. If it's a Nigerian, first of all, she will make her face like if you have been quarreling with her for 10,000 years.
And even that thing that you find in your package, she probably they give you attitude. I told you to empty everything. Why did you have to? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because with the experience she have and with her background, she will probably think I knowingly left that USB in my pocket.
Exactly.
You know, because that is the case in Nigeria. Whenever maybe there is a crowd in a stadium or in a concert, and the crowd is like, if you stumble upon a uniformed person, the person is going to smack you for sure.
Yeah.
Be it a security, police, anything, uniformed person, you stumble upon him, maybe you dress him back and step on that person's toes, or the person will surely smack you because it is like that. So if you stumble on that person and he doesn't smack you, little by little others will be stumbling on the person purposely, knowingly, and before you know it, the person will become a kind of a joke or ridicule. Pause the video, please.